Welcome to Let's Teach English. This series offers free online training for English language educators worldwide. Voice of America and the University of Oregon are partners on this project. We join a group of teachers who have been studying with this series. They will share what they have learned. Let's get started.
You have been watching the videos.
Okay, now think about what we did today with the first picture.
Your assignment was to choose a teaching topic, explain it in your own words, and give an example of where you said it in the video course. Can you tell me what you chose?
I chose constructivism.
Mine is about communicative language teaching method.
I looked for some learner-centered practices, such as teaching students how to use learning strategies.
Very good. Since Let's Teach English is built on the theory of constructivism, why don't you start?
Sounds good to me.
When I think of building or constructing something, I see a house or a school. To me, constructivism means my students are taking in new ideas and new words and building their own understanding of the world around them. I found an example of this in Unit 4.
About technology.
First, the teacher prepares students to read the story by talking about the content. She has her students bring in pictures of technology that they know about. In this way, students start with things that they already know about. Then they can connect that to the new information in the story. They read a story and learn about a mobile library called Solar Spell. Her students make a picture to explain the Solar Spell library in their own words. They knew some things to start with, but they had to construct or build on their knowledge.
Okay, great start on constructivism. Who wants to talk next?
I do. I decided to talk about communicative language teaching method. In Unit 5, the students do role plays in groups, and each group has different information. That way, the role plays are all different. This is a great example of a real-world task and communicative language teaching. Students use their own words to shop, sell, and bargain in the marketplace. The activity was learner-centered because they had choices in the language and actions that they used.
Thank you, Linda. Now for Leila's presentation.
I want to tell you what I learned about learner-centered teaching and active learning for students. In Unit 9, the students practice an interview for a job. They each choose the job that they want to get. We saw one student's interview for the job she chose. We know that every student chose a different job, did research about that job, and wrote her own interview questions.
What was the teacher's role in this?
The teacher's job was to support the learners and their choices and research. She also gave them more control over their learning by teaching them to apply strategies. In this case, they predicted hard questions for the interview. They can use these strategies later in other real-world situations.
Thank you all for sharing these important topics of language teaching, constructivism, communicative language teaching, and learner-centered practices and active learning. So let's start the first unit.
Yeah, let's teach English together.
In the next 10 lessons, you'll see more videos, student and teacher materials based on the Women Teaching Women English textbook. Each video shows a model of communicative language teaching.